Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create a card out of your beautiful artwork using the templates on the Avery.com website. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have exported your work as a PNG. So for our examples purposes, I'm actually going to choose this PNG right here. Beautiful cat with a pumpkin, and we're going to make it into a cute little Halloween card. So now I'm going to go over to Chrome, see if I can open it up here, and I'm going to go to the website avery.com. And on Avery, I'm going to actually take a look at the package with the cards that I'm printing. So I'm holding it in my hand right now, but you can't see it. And I'm gonna look, there's a number on the box that tells you the template number that you would use to create this card. So mine says 3379, and you can either select templates here and find a template, or you can just do a search for 3379 and it will come up. But I'll go to templates, find a template over here. You could go to cards, or you could put your product or template number right here. So I'm going to do 3379, and there it is. I'm going to select it. And now I'm going to go to start designing. So in here, you get to decide the orientation of your cards out of these two. So I'm going to select this one right here, and there's 2 cards for this template per sheet of paper, and I selected a blank card. You want to select a blank card. And so your template looks like this. If you look over on the right hand side, you'll see that's how your card is set up, and we're working in this light blue window over here. That is the front of your card. And I'm going to go over to image on the left hand side, select add image, and then browse for file. And I know that my image is right here. It's a PNG, and I'm going to select open. And here we have it. So now you can move your image. You can resize it and make it a little bit bigger. These red dotted lines here are the border, the print border. So you want to make sure your image is inside the print border. So I'll move it right there, and then right above it, I think I'll go to this text box over here and let's add curved text, see what it looks like. Happy Halloween. And then I'm going to can I select the whole thing? See if it lets me select the whole thing. And I can select all these different texts over here. And then I'm going to change the font, and I'm going to change the color, maybe make it orange. I can apply that. You can make the font like a little bit bigger or smaller over here, maybe like a tiny bit bigger. And you can play around with all of this. You can play around with like the curve of the text, where it goes on your page. You can play with a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so I got that. I'm happy with that for now. I might make some changes if I wanted to spend more time on the video, but for now it's good. And now I'm going to go over to the right-hand side, and there's on the left-hand side of your document, it's blank. This is the back of the card. So here, I would highly recommend adding a little text box. I'm going to make that black again. And here you can just put your name. Whoops, that didn't stay black. I'll fix that. So I'm going to write, like, created by. This was not created by me. So I will give credit where it's due, spell her name right, and the year that it was created, right? So you remember it forever. When it goes into a box and you pull it out 15 years from now, there you go. And then you can bring that, I like to put it down at the bottom of the back, but you can put it wherever you want. So the front sheet of paper is done, and now we have to go to the inside. And when you go to the inside, it automatically goes to the right side of the page, and you can add text in there. Have a spooktacular Halloween. Write like a little message or whatever you want to write, and you can move it around and align it. You can change the color if you want. Change all sorts of stuff over there. And then I would leave the inside of the front of it blank, because most cards are. And you'll notice too, because it has over here, it says either edit all or edit one. And because edit all is blue, if you edit one window, like the top window, the bottom one also edits too. So you don't have to do it twice, but you could just edit one at a time if you wanted your cards to say something different. All right, so now we'll go over to the preview and print tab, and don't mind my phone ringing. And you can just double check your work here. So you can, that's what it looks like closed, and then you can open it and see that it looks the way that you want it to look. And then we'll go over to get PDF to print on the right hand side, that blue button. Save your project, it's a good idea. So you can rename it like Halloween card or whatever yours is. Save to your account. Got it. And then download a PDF, and it will download right here. It's always called Avery, the template number, and like textured note card or whatever it ends up being. And if I click on that PDF right there, it will pop up, and that's what it's going to print like. And then when you print it out, it'll be 2 beautiful cards. When you print your cards, make sure you grab envelopes that go with them. They do come in those Avery card boxes. And then the last thing I want to say, because when I was already logged into Avery, but when you go to the Avery website, it's going to ask you to sign in or create an account, and you can just use your school email address to do that.